That is Irungu Kang'ata opening a dispensary in Muranga, being welcomed and praised by the residents of Muranga. And I can say that despite the many problems, despite the many challenges that this country is going through under the leadership of William RUTO'S and his incompetent administration, at least there are some places where some governors are working. I don't know whether your governor is working, if you're asked. And I want to ask the people of Muranga, are you proud of Irungu Kang'ata? If elections were held today, would you vote for Irungu Kang'ata? Because when I touched his oversized suit, one thing I noted is that his security details were least bothered with me. I didn't know whether they thought I was one of them or it is just their nature or they trusted me. But I can say that Irungu Kang'ata is one person who is usually very calm, working with the people, working with the farmers, always on the ground. A man who is very, very simple. A man who is not full of drama, like we have seen with other governors, like we have seen with other politicians. In fact, Irungu Kang'ata is surrounded by a team of people who are actually technocrats. I looked at his cabinet. I looked at the roads minister, one Pius, a very hard-working gentleman, very professional. And then I looked at the roads that are going on in Muranga, especially in the rural areas. And then I could see the face behind the competence. I could see why Irungu Kang'ata is working. I also noted he has businessmen from Muranga who are very, very successful and they are advising him. Irungu Kang'ata is least bothered with the politics of this nation. Even when Rigathi Gachagua was being impeached, this man, this governor, whom people are now calling the Golden Governor, took a neutral stand. Though he did not like it, although he did not even bother to show William RUTO'S, the fact that he did not talk about it, the fact that he was not bothered with what was happening, tells you that he is a man who is very, very focused. Irungu Kang'ata is a very simple leader. Very simple. Wearing ordinary clothes, driving ordinary vehicles. In fact, Irungu Kang'ata is one person who has won the favors of the electorate. Again, I looked at the farmers. They looked a bit happier compared to other farmers. I looked at the women of Muranga. Could see smiles on their faces because of the bump harvest that is. Fruits all over. In fact, one would be mistaken to think that the Garden of Eden was in Muranga. I passed through Kaharati, and what I saw there, the fruits vendors, all types of fruits, grapes, avocados, name it, everything, bananas. It was a very beautiful scene to behold. Again, I asked a number of people whether they are getting the fertilizers. They told me yes. And Kang'ata is even complimenting further, giving them, I think, a manure. Where he's getting the manure, I don't know. I also noted a number of streets in the rural villages, in the rural towns. And I noted lights in many rural towns. When I look at Irungu Kang'ata, I see somebody who is very, very focused. I see somebody who has a future, by the way. Irungu Kang'ata has a bright future, truth be told. Irungu Kang'ata, in fact, when I look at the number of hospitals that he has constructed, there are very many, by the way. And this is what Kenyans want. Kenyans want service delivery. Kenyans don't want to see you on rooftops like you have seen the president and his team always campaigning. Irungu Kang'ata is campaigning through actions. Irungu Kang'ata is campaigning by service delivery. Irungu Kang'ata is going to the people. Irungu Kang'ata is listening to the farmers. Irungu Kang'ata is delivering. Irungu Kang'ata is using the money that is getting from the national government and the revenue that is collecting in a way that one can understand. We know that they don't get a lot of money, but in fact, you wonder whether what he has done is just what we have been getting from the national government. Again, when I look at this man, who is actually very simple, I look at this man, and I even look at his body language and his body. The man is simple. The man doesn't have a protruding stomach. No, we have seen some of our leaders with protruding stomachs as soon as they enter offices. As soon as they are given position, the first thing you start seeing is the protruding stomach, because they are eating chicken when the electorate are eating like chicken. Yani, wanakula kuku, sisi twakula kama kuku. I hope you notice the difference. And when I look at Irungu Kang'ata, I see somebody who listens to the people. I see somebody who does not judge. And I'm looking forward to interview Irungu Kang'ata. I hope he's going to give me that time, though he is a very, very busy person. And what if our governors are working like this? Kenyans would be very happy. If our president was working like this, Kenyans would be very happy. But when you look at the CAs that William Ruto put in his office, they are always campaigning, always on the campaign mode. In fact, Irungu Kang'ata is the one who is supposed to be campaigning, because he's a politician, he's a governor. But now when you look at the way he's working, I think he's emulating Emilio Mwai Kibaki. And he's doing it very, very well. Very, very well. Remember this one governor who was a councillor, rose to become a senator, then a governor. So this man can easily be elected as a president of this country. If there are people who are working, let's agree, if there are governors who are working, it is Irungu Kang'ata. I don't know what you think, but from where I sit, and the people of Muranga can attest to this, that they are proud of their governors. From where I sit, Irungu Kang'ata will go far, and he's succeeding, and he's going to succeed, and he'll make the people of Muranga proud. Have a blessed day. Bye.